All right. I think people know who you are, but state your name anyway. Who are you?
My name is Justin. People refer to me as J-Dawg, but from Hell's Headbangers.
All right. There you go. That's who you are. Um, yeah, I was just looking at Hell's on Hell's trying to pre-plan for my next order. There's a bunch of stuff that I want to get, but
What do
uh,
you search? I'm curious, like, what do you search by? Do you search by the new arrivals, or do you just search by alphabet, or like, what do you do?
I was looking up different bands, like specific bands, to see what you
Okay,
guys had.
yeah, just a search
Um,
option.
there's a shirt that I might get. The band Fatal. I think they're from Michigan.
Yeah, I love them. There's the that's got reissued a few times. The first pressing of the discography disc is was put out by Necroharmonic, and then several years later, Hammerheart Records did think he did a CD as well because Necroharmonic was just a CD, but
Mhm.
Hammerheart did a vinyl for sure. I think they did a CD as well. But yeah, that Fatal did one 7-inch and three demos. The
Mhm.
Guts for Dinner demo and stuff.
Yeah,
That stuff's fantastic.
yeah. It's I might get that Guts for Dinner shirt. I was looking to see if you had any CDs from Fatal on the site, but I didn't see any.
Yeah,
Um,
I think it's been a while since they've been in stock, just because I think they got to be out of print now. The Necroharmonic's definitely long gone because I got that. That was like he did that. Oh shit, at least 15 years ago, I'd say.
I think I got the last copy of Morbid Scream, the demo comp you guys had.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, that was one where I saw you were wearing one of their shirts in a recent video you did,
Hmm.
and that fired something in my brain. I remembered listening to them a few years ago and really liking them. So I looked them up to see what you guys had. And man, that is an awesome set. I love their first demo, sounds to me the most professional. The one from 1987.
86 or 87, yeah, because they were around. They were only around for a couple of years, and
Yeah.
yeah, dude, them along with Devastation from Chicago, the Chicago one specifically. I
Mhm.
think that's some of the most underrated death thrash of all time. But it's funny is I didn't know until recent times is the band Absu covered Morbid Scream.
Mhm.
Yeah, they did a
Yeah,
cover
yeah.
song. But I was like, holy shit, I didn't realize that because I don't really follow Absu. Like, I mean, Barathrone Vitrio's cool and the demos and stuff, but I mean, I'm not like a big fan or anything. But somebody was playing
Mhm.
them in the shop. I don't know which album, and I just like, holy shit, this is. I was like, this is a Morbid Scream cover. I was like, who the hell's this? They're like, it's Absu. I was like, oh, well, that makes sense. A Texas band covered Morbid Scream, but I first found out about Morbid Scream because there was a bootleg CD that came out about 15 years ago or so. Came in through Hell's. It's got both demos and it's got some live shows on there too, which is cool because the live shows that they play, most of the songs are unreleased. They're not on either demo.
Oh,
So it's like
really?
the only way to have those songs are on those live sets. And then Fuck Off and Die Records from Italy did a vinyl version of basically that CD. And obviously I bought that, of course, too, as well. So that's the only thing. That's the only official version of the Morbid Scream stuff I know of is the Fuck Off and Die vinyl.
Are there any other demo? I've been trying to get into more demo only bands. What name off a few that I need to get into because I know of. They eventually did release an LP, but another one is Doctor Shrinker.
Yeah,
I like them a
those
lot.
demos again. The best release by them was the Necroharmonic as well. He did the demos, and they did just some demos, and then a couple 7-inches. And they did a split 7-inch with Nunslaughter actually in the late 90s.
Did they release
But
the
that
wedding?
might be a demo song or something.
Did they release the
But
wedding? The grotesque demo.
correct. Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. The
Uh,
comeback shit, I didn't really. I was like, I didn't care. Usually that's the way it goes when bands are like, we're back, and especially a band that had that much damn charisma, like Doctor Shrinker. Like,
mhm.
because nobody said like you put on those Doctor Shrinker, like nobody sounds like them to this date.
Right.
And when it comes back, and you're like, it just doesn't have the same feel, same energy. It's funny because in my if you watch my Immolation interview that I did a few years ago in person with Ross Dolan, he mentioned Doctor Shrinker as well. Not that I was surprised that Ross knew it. Obviously, an old head like that, he knows what's up. He knows the
Mhm.
good shit.
Yeah. Um, so okay, I wanted to. I'll ask you a couple different things that I had in mind here. First of all, I thought it'd be interesting. Take me through a day in the life of J Dog. like your typical day, like today.
Yep. Yep. So I wake up at 5:45. I brush my teeth, throw some water in my face. I smash a liter of water
Mhm,
with all my morning pills that I take, and then I do 30 minutes of cardio and some abdominal training. Some light stretching, shit like that. Get the body moving, get the blood flowing. Smash my morning breakfast, which is just a shake all blended up for convenience,
mhm,
and then I hit the shower, and then I head over to the warehouse. And then from the warehouse, I just first thing I kind of do is I just open up emails, make sure that see if there's anything that needs to be like, hey, add this onto my order or change my order address. I skim through to see if there's any of those emails.
mhm,
I only spend about 10 minutes or so doing that. And then I go into our site administrator and I print off all the orders for the day, give everybody their lists for pulling all the orders because it's on one big alphabetized list of all the formats, the CD, the vinyl cassettes, the shirts. I hand that off to my wife, and then she's pulling the orders, all the items, and then
mhm,
while she's doing that, I'm doing emails and all just fucking the BS that I do, desk work, you could say. And then after a couple hours of that, they're usually done with the pull lists, and then I go out there with the stack of slips of orders, and I pull from the carts because I like to primarily pull from the carts because the accuracy is going to be better. Not that I never make a mistake, because what I pull from the cart of each order, the slip, that's what's going in the box, and the
mhm,
person that packs it up, they just have to pack it up. There's no brain power other than just packing it up. Because if I'm not the one pulling from the carts, the mistakes are much higher. Let's just say that. Again, not that I never make a mistake. Of course I do, but it's the least. Now, to be fair to everyone, it's because I've been doing it the most for so goddamn long. So, of course, if you've done something more than everyone else, you're gonna be better at it. But it's like that reigns. I don't really like to give up. Not that I'm not willing to, but hopefully in the future I'll have the confidence to give it up. And it'd have to be someone that I really trust too. Though there's a few
mhm.
people out there, but because again, because that's ultimately what's going in the person's box. So if they're missing an item, let's say a guy bought 22 items, it's easy to overlook an item, forget an item, or pull the wrong item, or pull the wrong variants. Like,
Mhm.
hey, I ordered the black vinyl, you sent me the color vinyl, or vice versa. Believe it or not, you'll get that email, and it's like, oh, all right, that's cost money to fix. You know what I mean?
Yeah. What's
So,
your well, go ahead. I don't want to interrupt you. Go ahead.
oh no, so then yeah, I do that. That's part of the day, and then also then still doing emails throughout the day. Basically, whenever from after that, anytime I eat my next meals, because I eat the same damn food at the same time, goddamn time. When I eat my food is when I is do more emails. Eventually I record a video. Then whatever time I get the hell out of here, which it seems like it's always getting later and later. But it seems like between 4:25 ish and 6 o'clock is usually when I'm leaving around here on most days. Like I'm recording this now.
So
It's
you're at
10
the
after 4.
warehouse right now.
Yeah, yeah. I'm at the warehouse right
Oh,
now.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then from there, I leave. I go to the gym and I do my weight training. And then I go home. Do some more emails, and then eat dinner with the wife and shit, and go to bed, go to sleep.
How soon in the day do you start listening to something? I'm curious what your listening habits are, as far as listening to albums or whatever.
Just in the warehouse.
Okay.
Yeah.
You don't listen to something on the way to the warehouse?
It's
'Cause that's
honestly
where.
it's like 5 minutes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's really really
Yeah.
close. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay.
So not really, generally speaking, no. I mean, because it's super close. It's part of the reason I bought my house. It's actually from me pulling out of my driveway into the parking lot of Hell's. It takes I timed it. It's exactly 7 minutes actually.
Okay. Yeah, that's actually when I do most of my CD listening is in the car. I torture my mom with
For a while, like when I worked a day job, it was a 30-minute drive. I did then. And then
Mhm.
obviously anytime I go on road trips like Maryland Death Fest and shit, I bring a stack of CDs. I
Yeah.
plan it because it's like a 5 hour drive. So I'll bring over 10 albums because if they're averaging 35, 40 minutes, I'll probably bring like 13 albums. So I have for both way there and back.
Mhm.
Because I like listening to music in the car very much so. It's just on a general day, I'm not driving that much at all. Like, dude, I only use like half a tank of gas per week.
Oh wow, that's nice.
Yeah, but that was literally part of the reasons why the current house my wife and I live in, we've been in this house for 9 years, 10 years, some shit like that. We bought the house because it's 3 minutes from the gym I go to, and it's 7 minutes from the warehouse. Because I purposely planned it like that because that betters your quality of life. Like, because when you're driving 30 minutes one way to a place, I was like, that's an hour every day that you're wasting. I was like, that's a waste of goddamn time. That's taking away from your quality of life.
Hmm.
Now, don't get me wrong, I did that. I did that for years. But when we were going to go buy a new house from the house that we were living in, my wife and I was like, I want something super close because your quality of life just go. You have more time. You have more time in the day. You know.
Yeah. I was curious with your festival coming up, the second edition. Are there any things in the back of your mind that maybe you're hesitant about or worried about? Like,
No, I'm not worried about anything because I honestly I kind of do it for me, and the only thing that I'm not worried about, it's just it'll be because I'm pretty confident it'll be okay. Is the denial of God visas? It's just waiting for those to get approved.
right, right.
But I'm pretty confident because, like I said, I have a lawyer agency doing it, and even they, because no criminal records, no problems. I mean, so it should be pretty. It shouldn't be an issue. But it just until it's done and approved, that's the only thing where it's kind of like I just want it off my chest. And once it's done, like because when I did my past one, when I did the visas for Attic, that was my
Hmm.
first one that I ever did. It's just I was just annoyed in the meantime. I'm like, when am I gonna get this approval letter? As soon as I got it, I'm like, oh fuck yeah, because everything else after that, it's all just downhill. But as far as the show and shit, I don't really worry. I mean, like, it's not something like I really do like to make money. Granted, if I come out ahead and make money, that's ideal. But I
Hmm.
don't like need to do it to make money. That it's kind of just something like the way I look at it is if I lose money, it advertises my channel and advertises the company. So you're paying for promotion, just like McDonald's pays for commercials to go on the Super Bowl and TV. That's not free; it's advertisement. But like
Yeah.
when people see this dead by dog fest, and even if they're not going to show up, they're like, "Hey, I like Denial of God," or "I like some of these bands." Even if they have no intention on coming out, they see just the logo. What's this dead by dog? What is it? I guarantee you, some of them have checked out the channel because of it. Google search it. Oh, it's a
Sure.
YouTube channel. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's another way of bringing eyeballs to your brand, to where just they're talking about it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. What's it? Another thing I was going to ask is what is it like being in your position? You're basically you're an influencer. I mean, there are actually people I've seen them in the comments. You can tell they want to make sure that you think that they are cool. You know, they run by stuff like, "Yo, dog, what do you think of these bands?" Because they like them and they want to know what you think of them. I mean, what's that like? I mean,
To me,
it's got to
it's
be
weird.
weird.
To me, it's weird because I
Yeah.
never had that thought process. I mean, even doing wrong, and I try to be as fair as possible and put myself in my 16-year-old shoes. I'm like, did you truly care what others thought? Like people you looked up to, obviously not strangers. And the
Mhm.
answer is I didn't. Now, don't get me wrong. There was people that I looked up to and I respected their opinion. So I might say, hey, like, I like this band. Do you know anyone that you'd recommend? Like, or was there bands that were before them in this style? And I would take their opinion. But I never felt like I needed to impress them. Like I never went up to guys like Jim Kanye and shit, who I grew up to. I'm like, hey Jim, look, I checked out this album. As a matter of fact, I automatically assumed all the albums I would like, he'd make fun of me for, because
Mhm.
they didn't like anything. Like they didn't like anything past like 1990. Like when I was wearing like a regurgitation shirt or something, it was like, oh, that's that wigger death metal. Like, and like that's just what they thought. That's just what it was. I remember
Yeah.
asking when I met Dawn of the Dead for the first time, every band I was asking about, he didn't like. So I'm like, I'm in my mind. So I was 16. I'm thinking, okay, I was like, I'm gonna get him with one. Like he just likes the more blasphemous stuff. He doesn't like he doesn't like the gory stuff. He doesn't like the cannibals. He doesn't like the Levidities, the Waco Jesus. He thinks regurgitation or wiggers, whatever. I was
Mhm.
like, so he's surely he's gonna like this one. I got one for him. Yeah, I was like, Don, I was like, do you like God Dethroned? He's like, no, I don't listen to that kind of music. I'm like, what do you mean you don't like that kind of music? It's like, dude, that's that commercial 90s metal. I don't like that stuff. I was like, oh well, fuck, I'm fucked. I don't know what this guy likes. That was my response. But I didn't. Honestly, I kind of like just thought it was. I automatically took to those guys at such a young age because the personality was so outlandish and different that I just
Mhm.
thought it was amusing and funny. Like it was just entertaining to be around because they had these outlandish and they weren't joking around or trying to be cool. That was their true opinions. And to
Mhm.
me, it made no sense whatsoever. Like another one, I asked Jim, I'm like, Jim, do you like monstrosity? Ah, the demos. I'm like, the demos. I was like, you don't like Imperial Doom? Ah, sounds like shit. Demo only. I was like, what the fuck? I was like, but it was just, but it got to the point where I just thought it just put me in a good mood laughing because I just thought it was so goddamn funny. You know, I
Mhm.
didn't look at it like I wasn't upset or anything. Like I think I wasn't mad that they didn't like the albums I didn't. So when
Right.
guys like you said need almost like approval, I'm like, why?
Yeah, yeah. What's the weirdest thing that you may have answered this question before, but what's the weirdest or most embarrassing thing a fan has ever asked you?
Uh
Because I'm sure there had to be some weirdos who have approached you.
oh yeah, 1,000%. In person, I'll say this: the weirdest. I don't even. He was so goddamn drunk that I don't know if he was asking, but he just kept telling me he was like slurring and shit, and his wife was tugging him away. He's like, "Yeah, dude, you're a fucking legend." I'm like, legend of what? I was like, I hit record, I hit stop, I ain't a legend of shit, and he just kept saying it and going over and telling me the same stuff. That was the weirdest slash more annoying, most annoying, like slash just kind of go away, dude. To his defense, he was hammered out of his mind, so maybe he
Mhm.
wasn't that much of an idiot if he was sober. But it was definitely just it was weird because I'm like and the funny thing is too, not that I'm huge now by any means. It was like early in the channel days too, where I was even smaller. So I'm
Mhm.
just like, what are you talking? I was like, because I was like, dude, you do realize if I go to like a bigger metal show, like let's say a Cannibal Corpse show, for example, right? Easy benchmark to use. So I was like, you do realize 90% of the people there, they don't know who I am. So
Right.
imagine put yourself in my shoes in like a regular scenario, like when I'm going to the gym or if I'm in the grocery store or something. Nobody knows who I am. So it's like you gotta understand, I'm just like I'm in the same boat as all you guys. I'm just a normal person. Like
Mhm.
I'm not some celebrity. People don't know who I am. You know, there's over 1,000 members at my gym. Not a single one of them know I do a YouTube channel. I don't even think there's more than 3 people that know there that even know my first name. They don't. They just think I'm some nobody zero. Which
Mhm.
not I'm not saying that I'm not. Technically, I am. But I'm just saying, like, I'm not walking around. I don't got this fame status as opposed to like a corpse grinder or so. Granted, I understand he's not a Brad Pitt or a Sylvester Stallone or something walking around either. But I could
Mhm.
guarantee you, and actually, I asked him in my interview if he ever gets anyone in a grocery store scenario, like how often does someone come up to you? And I think his exact answer is like it happens pretty often.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
don't get that. You know
I
what I mean?
watched
I don't go in.
rewatched
If I
that
walk in a
interview.
wall, if I walk into Walmart today, I would bet every penny I have. I was like, nobody's going to say shit to me.
Yeah. I watched that interview twice actually because I know you've been reposting some of your older videos, which I think is a great idea. You know.
Yeah, because nobody goes back, and I'm like, why not just do it at 6 p.m.? And it's like, because a lot of people like they would ask me questions or about this. I'm like, dude, I totally did a video on that, and they're like, yeah, I've been watching for the past 6 months. I'm like, oh, so you have no intention on going back. I was like, there's like almost 2,000 videos. I was like, so let me just grab some. I went from the very beginning, and I'm just grabbing select ones and just
Mhm.
reposting them at 6 p.m. because then the other video goes at 6 a.m. Now, granted, they get way less views, but that's fine. But even if it only gets a couple hundred views, hey, that could be 200 people that just never seen it, you know?
Right. Right. Yeah. No. There are you have so many videos now that it would if I wanted to watch them all, I would be listening to J-Dawg 24/7.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's getting to that point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So okay, I wanted to I guess you could call it a debate. I
Uh-huh.
don't know. But this could be interesting here. I'm actually going to blow your mind. I'm actually a Christian,
Uh-huh.
and I wanted to give you an opportunity. I thought this would be entertaining to watch too. Um, I'm sure there, I'm sure there are questions you have for someone who considers themselves to be a Christian who listens to extreme metal,
Uh-huh.
because you know, I listen, I listen to, I'll listen to Christian bands and I listen to satanic bands.
Hmm.
The lyrics don't really bother me one way or the other. So I was just curious if there was anything like, if, was there anything that you would want to know if you had to ask a death metal listening Christian? Is there anything you would want to know? Anything you would want to ask?
I would just be curious, like what spawned the interest for it if you did it, since it would almost be like in a sense scare you away, especially the ones that are singing about anti-Christian topics.
Yeah, I for some reason I've always been into dark stuff. Even as a kid, I was into horror films and stuff like that. And my dad and my cousin both listened to rock and metal, and so I was exposed to stuff through them.
Mhm.
Um, I for some reason I never really equated. Like I remember reading the lyrics to Necropedophile when I was
Mhm.
like 13 and going, I couldn't believe what I was reading.
Yeah,
Um,
right.
but for some, I just never really saw that as conflicting with. Then again, when I was 13, I wasn't exactly a Christian, but I still don't. I don't. I don't think it conflicts with. I can listen to a song written by a vegan and still, I'm not a vegan. You know, it's kind of the same idea.
Well, yeah, but I'm just saying, like, yeah, but like a band like Deicide, where they're clearly singing against it and basically giving his viewpoints of why he doesn't like Christianity. What
Mhm.
that didn't like irritate you at all?
No, I think with Deicide, I mean, I would almost prefer them to be legit because I have more respect for a band if they're honest.
Mhm.
At least I know where he stands.
Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
don't have to agree with everything he says, and I don't.
Right,
But
right.
I listen to music for music. I mean that's like for instance, I asked you a paid ski not too long ago about the Stench of Redemption,
Hmm.
and I love that album. I love all the melodic guitars. I know people say it's too melodic, but that's what I like about it.
Hmm.
Like to me, a guitar solo in and of itself, it can't be an anti-Christian thing because it's
No,
just a
no, yeah,
sound.
that could, yeah, I hear that part. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Um, but uh, but no, I mean with Deicide, at least he's is honest, and that a lot of the people who call themselves Christian musicians, some of the Christian rock bands who are popular, a lot of them are atheists, and they're just in it for the money because they know it's easy to take advantage of people who assume that, oh, well, you're singing Christian songs, you must be a Christian, you know. And it's easy to take advantage of those people.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, the thing is like because people, since I'm known as the poser crusher or the guy that calls out posers and stuff, I was like, but you don't understand. I was like, I call that out, and like again, I don't. I thought it was obvious, but apparently it's not, and it's I guess it's definitely not going to be if you don't watch every episode. Is that I call it out in everything. It's not just metal. Like I think
Mhm.
most people that are Christians, they're posers. And what
Right.
I mean by that is like you're not even true to the faith. Like, how do you walk around saying the word God damn, which is like the Second Amendment, like one of the worst things that you could do, and
Mhm.
you have no problem with doing that, but you claim to be a Christian? How do you not go to church on Sunday, which you're supposed to? How do you do all these things and then they justify and they make every goddamn excuse like, oh well, man's not perfect. I get that, but dude, you're not even fucking 50%. You're not even trying to live by the rules. You only utilize it when it benefits you.
Mhm.
And so I actually have more respect for the people that actually follow it. The reason my biggest problem with Christianity, for the biggest thing, is at the end of the day, I don't give a shit what anyone believes, is that majority of the people are hypocrites. But
Mhm.
to be fair to the religion, majority of the people that are hypocrites, they're the posers. They're not even true Christians. Like, for
Right.
example, like when people judge me or they judge anyone, I mean, it literally says in the Bible, thou shalt not judge. That's up to God. But
Mhm.
yet they're the most judgmental fucks you've ever meet. So technically, it's like, are they Christian? They say they are.
Yeah. Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. It's weird because I'm still technically I'm kind of like the black sheep in my family
Mm-hmm.
because I listen to metal and watch horror films, and
Mm-hmm.
they don't understand how I could do that as a Christian. So
Mm-hmm.
it's I've always kind of identified with the goat mentality,
Mm-hmm.
not following the herd, et cetera, et cetera. Um, so, but no, I see what you're saying though. Um, I
Well,
was
so I
gonna,
say it all the time. Just like I like people like Paul. This like I talk about the fat ball game, and the reason I do that is I was like, because most people that follow that, I was like, they're posers. They're like, what do you mean? I'm like, dude, why if when I'm going to the grocery store, the fucking Browns game will be on if the game is on, and there's somebody in there with a fucking Browns jersey on. I'm like, why are you in the store now? You wouldn't have planned your time. You're a fucking fan with a jersey on. Why are you here while the game's on? Like,
yeah.
talk about poor time management, or you're just a fucking poser.
Oh, dude, did you see? I doubt that you did, and I'm ashamed to admit that I saw some of it. The halftime show. I guess there were two halftime shows at the Super Bowl.
To be honest with you, dude, I didn't even know the Super Bowl happened until the day after
Yeah,
because I saw it
I
on the TVs at the gym. I was like, oh yeah, I guess that shit was coming up soon.
yeah,
I don't
I
even know who
didn't.
was. I don't even know who was in it. I know the Browns weren't in it. That I did know because I would have
Yeah,
heard about that. You know
I
what's funny?
didn't
This is the
know.
first year, and I don't know if it was just me because Lindsay said it too. She's more in tune with sports and shit than I am. Not that she pays attention, but she can actually name players.
Right.
This is the first year of my life. I can honestly say the whole season went by, and I was like, "Oh, I didn't even realize football was even going on." Like, I didn't hear anyone talking about it. Like
Hmm.
I usually overhear people talking about games and shit in the locker room and stuff. I heard nothing, and she said the same thing. She's like, I have no idea who's doing well, and I said, I haven't heard anything. I was like, now that you bring it up, I was like, I'll think of the same. I was like, I haven't heard a goddamn thing all year.
Yeah, I've been a football fan in the past, but I've never been further away from being a football fan now. I didn't know who was playing until day of.
Oh,
Um,
okay.
yeah, I saw some of the game, and it's funny because it turned out to be a really boring game for the most part, like nothing but field goals, and
Oh, shocking.
that's what they got. But so okay, that's another interesting thing. I thought I was going to ask about Lindsay. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
what kind of stuff does she listen to? What are her favorite bands?
I don't know.
Okay, you don't know at all.
Not really, because when we're in the car, I'm always in charge of the tunes, and I'm always the driver.
Does she? I mean, obviously, she doesn't hate that stuff, the
Yeah, yeah,
metal.
yeah. I mean, she'll say like she likes this or that for some stuff that I could guess, but I mean, I think majority of it she just tolerates. Like, I highly doubt she's like, man, I can't wait for him to put that Waco Jesus on the player, or I can't wait for him to play the Tish again.
Mhm.
I sincerely doubt that's the case, but she doesn't bitch about it either.
So is she into like horror at all, or
She actually now as far as horror movies, she knows way more than I do. Yeah,
okay, okay,
way more than I do. Yeah.
all right. Yeah, I was just curious what her music taste was, being with the uh, co-owner of a record label.
Yeah, I mean, don't when we got together, she liked stuff like Nine Inch Nails, Marilyn Manson, Cradle of Filth, The
Hmm.
Misfits. So there's some crossover because obviously like Cradle of Filth and The Misfits. But I'm assuming, I mean, of course, probably still likes that. Now, how often is she listening to that? I couldn't tell you. Like, is she listening to it in her car when she's driving to work? Maybe. Is she listening to the gym in her headphones? Maybe. I never asked. Just like if you were to ask her, what does Justin listen to in his headphones at the gym? She'd probably like, well, I don't know. I never asked him about his headphones. You know what I mean? So that's
Yeah.
what I assume the answer would be. But over the years, I mean, she really enjoyed Macabre when that was one of our, I think that was like our second show. She really enjoyed the Lurking Corpses. I think that was the first show we went to together when we first got together. That was 2013, and I took her to a show. I was like, "Oh, it's they have that. They have a big Misfits influence." I was like, "They're entertaining," and she's like, "I really really like this." So stuff over the years, but I mean, if I was playing Diabolical Summoning by Sinister, she's not walking in and be like, "Fuck yeah, I can't wait until the goddamn title track comes in," or "Tribes of the Moon." Hell, that's a banger. Like, she doesn't know what that shit is. You know what I mean? But she
Yeah.
ain't gonna be like, "Hey, shut this junk off," either. You know?
Hmm. Yeah. I was just curious what she listened to. That's interesting. I just figured you would. So okay. As far as Well, you probably answered this question before, but how did you guys meet? I mean, give me like the was it a love at first sight scenario or?
uh, so it was in May of 2013 because yeah, we're going coming up on being together for 13 years now,
Mm,
and then next month will be 10 years that we've been married. But I had my first in my belly button. I had 3 hernias. I had those repaired the day that I met her. The surgeon I went to, he's like, yeah, after the surgery, go home and take a nap, kind of wait for the anesthesia to fully get out of your system. He's like, you're gonna be groggy as hell, which I was. He's like, I want you walk up and walking around a lot. He's like, for blood flow. I was like, all right.
mhm.
So I around noon that day, so I got done first thing in the morning. I was just walking around outside, and she lived 2 houses down, and she was outside, and I bumped into her, and then we just started talking, and then from there, I think she invited me over to dinner, something like that. Full transparent, I was married at the time too. Prior, she was too. We were both married.
Hmm.
Um, she invited us over for dinner and started talking and started seeing each other probably 2 weeks after that, and then we both got
Okay.
divorced. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Cool. 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 Um, I'm actually going to be starting a project soon. I'm going to be using my plan is I'm going to try to use your channel to help find musicians.
Hmm.
Um, because of my disability, I've always wanted to start a band,
Hmm.
um, but I can't play an instrument. And because I live in a small town in the middle of nowhere, it's been next to impossible to actually get something going. So I'm launching a search here. I might do another Zoom with you like next month. That might be the official beginning of my search. I want to see if I can find some people to help. Like, I'm hoping someone maybe just has some leftover riffs. It doesn't have to be good. I just
Hmm.
I just want
Okay.
to I just want it to exist, and then I can fine tune it later.
Uh,
Um, but I have a band name picked out, and I wanted to see if it passes your name test.
okay.
You ready for this? Okay, the band is going to be called Diabolical Retard.
That's actually pretty good.
Yeah. Plus, I like the fact that it's DR, so you could actually
Yeah,
wear.
no, that's like I never thought that's actually pretty good. And not to mention, I like the fact that the word retards in there, and that some people say you can't say that.
Right.
I already makes it. And hell, I never actually metal archives that. Does a band exist?
I don't know. I don't even know.
You know what? I can pull it up right now. I my laptop here. Diabolical retard. If they do, I've never heard of them. Let's see if they're on the old metal archives.
Well, I'm positive that Diabolical Retard doesn't exist. Maybe
Oh, so you
something.
did look. So you looked it up.
I did look that up. I don't.
Yeah,
There
no, yeah,
might
no
be like
such.
the
Yeah.
Evil Retard or something. I don't know. What
Is
do
there
you
a band
find?
called Let's see if there is a band just called Retard. There's Angel Retard and Satan is a Retard. Angel Retard is black metal from Australia.
Oh,
Satan is Retard is from, it says raw black metal / noise from Sweden. How many releases this band got? Look at this, getting free shout out. They started in 2020. Satan
no.
is Retard EP in 2020, and they did a single in 2023. Never
Yeah.
heard of them.
Yeah, I wanted something that's easy to remember, and that
Yeah, yeah.
certainly fits. And I can't wait if someone gives me shit about using the word retard. I growing up, people would assume that I was retarded. Like in public, if they saw me out with my dad or something at the shopping mall, they would come
Mhm.
up and start talking to him about me, asking him questions like, "How old is he?" And I would have been like 11 or 12. And they could have just talked to me, but they assumed that there was something wrong with me mentally. And I grew up with a lot of those kids, a lot of the mentally challenged. I mean, I've participated in Special Olympics. I've done
Mhm.
the whole thing. So, I would love for someone to have a problem with me using that name because I guarantee none of the kids who I grew up with would care at all. You know,
Yeah, and I don't understand. Like, if it's like the thing is like with a lot of these words, it's like, dude, I didn't create the English dictionary. Just like with all these fucking wimps with their pronouns, like you can't call me this or that. It's like Dude, it's not supposed to be an offensive thing. That's just what the English word is. So that's why we're using it, because that's the word we know. If it would have been something else, we would have used it. It's like it wasn't meant to be good, bad, or neutral. It's like it's just the goddamn word.
Yeah, yeah. And then plus the guys who like the rainbow dude who gave you shit about
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah,
Hey, he's famous now, man.
yeah. I felt bad because he actually the same guy he paid me to react to one of his videos or like I would
Oh no
say
shit. He found out he found he knows about your channel.
yeah, but this has been about 4 or 5 months ago.
Oh, so that was
And
before because yeah, mine wasn't that long ago, was it? No, so that'd have been before mine.
yeah, it was
Oh,
before
sweet.
yeah, and that was just like I picked the shortest one because he had a bunch of 30-minute videos. I'm like, nah, I don't think so. But I mean, he was a nice guy. I felt bad, but at the same time, like, what do you, dude? The people who complain about okay, the word faggot. Let's just
Mhm.
say the word. People who complain about that the definition of that word has been changed so many times. I mean, a word only means it only has the meaning that you ascribe to it, you know.
Well,
And
dude, again, I just mine before. Let's just say it meant what the most hateful thing that they think. I just don't understand, dude, for the life of me, how you could read the lyrics to "Butchered at Birth" or "Tomb of the Mutilated." Let's say those lyrics. Let's say you fucked with a knife. I
mhm,
don't see how you can read the lyrics to that and that not make your skin crawl if you are sensitive to any word. Like,
mhm,
dude, that those topics are a trillion times worse than any word you can use. But you're okay with somebody singing about that.
yeah,
Like
yeah,
I can't for the life of me wrap my head around that. I was like, I don't get it. I was like, to me, dude, you need to see a fucking doctor because you clearly have something wrong upstairs. Like you just do.
yeah. We're literally taught as kids. I mean, what are we taught? We're taught words can't hurt us, broken
Exactly.
bones and all this crap.
Yeah.
And then you turn into an adult and people start freaking out over words.
1,000%. Yeah. I know, dude. I'm telling you that we're one cunt hair away from Demolition Man society, where that goddamn buzzer is going to be going off when you use when you use the swear words. Stallone, what the hell is that? Remember when he gets out of the freezer, first swear word thing buzzes. What the hell is that?
I actually haven't even seen Demolition Man. I know what it is, obviously.
Oh, dude, one of the greatest movies in existence.
Okay.
Stallone and Snipes. It's fucking hilarious. There's the goddamn swear. You get fined if you swear. He spits out a ticket, and Wesley Snipes, fuck is this? Yes, they both get arrested for basically murder, and they're frozen, and then they get their way of imprisonment was they freeze you, right, and they get
Mhm.
unthawed like 30 years later, and they're in the future, so they're from the 90s, and they're like, what the fuck is this shit? And it's complete wimpy ass, pussy ass, sissy ass society, and dude,
Mhm.
that's where I think that's where we're headed, dude. Just a bunch of fucking wimps.
Could be. Could be. Yeah, I need to see that.
Oh, it's a great movie, dude. My
Uh,
mom rented it in 1996 when we were kids. Got the VHS, and it was a fan fucking tastic movie, I must say so myself.
sweet, sweet. I have a VHS collection. I probably got over 1,000 horror VHS. And so yeah, I need to go ahead and get some Demolition Man in my
Gotta
collection.
get Demolition Man, dude. You can't go to your grave without seeing that one. That's one of the greats.
I do like Stallone. I preferred Arnold growing up between the two of them.
I liked
Uh,
them both. They were to me, they were the guys, man. If they had a movie come out, I went and saw it. Now I'm not gonna say they're all bangers. Oscar's not exactly bodacious, and
mm,
Junior's not exactly all killer, no
oh
filler. I'm
no,
not gonna say they're
no,
all good, but
yeah,
most of their movies I liked.
yeah. I loved Predator growing up,
Oh yeah.
and I know you said you love Predator too.
I
Um,
like them both. I like the first two quite a bit, and I love the character Predator. So outside the Arnold fact, which obviously that's what drew me in first, the character Predator. Like if you wanted to talk about horror characters, I know he's not considered like a horror character, but I mean, if he walked up to you in person, he's
he
kind of
is
scary
in my
looking,
book,
right?
man. He's a monster.
Yeah, he's definitely my favorite, no doubt about it.
How do you feel about the Alien movies?
I like him, but I mean, like Aliens 2 is definitely the best in my opinion.
Hmm.
The first one's a little slow paced for me. I like the third one as well. After that, I kind of fell off. I've saw a couple things, but I can't really recite them. It's just the first three that I really have seen and know. Lindsay put on, and we were in bed and we watched it together a few months ago. That newer Aliens movie, I don't even know what the fuck it was. It was on one of those 25 apps that I pay for that I don't even know what the fuck we have. Um,
Yeah.
it was on one of those goddamn things, and it wasn't bad. She said she was kind of disappointed. She's like, there's parts she didn't like. I was like, yeah. I was like, I was entertained. I was like, I can't say I loved it, but I was like, I was entertained. But I don't know what the hell it's called.
Dude, you and I are probably the last generation who grew up with like ATV with channels.
Oh yeah, yeah,
And
yeah, yeah.
to watch a movie, you had to go to a video store and rent it and take it
Or buy or
home.
buy or I physically buy it to own it. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah.
I can't get over. I'm
Dude,
I'm
growing
paying
up,
way
like
too.
it's funny from around I would say probably around age 8, but by 10 for sure. For Christmas and like birthdays and shits, the biggest things we'd get as gifts, and that's what I wanted, was VHS tapes. And it was
Mhm,
all, Demolition Man, Specialist, fucking the Rambos, the fucking, Arnold and all the good the movies. But it was the
mhm.
VHS tapes. So we owned a lot of the movies because my mom's like, oh, I don't know. She just had a bunch of boys. And that's what she'd buy. Some movies that she knew that we like, or that would definitely like Terminator, all that shit, because we had all of them, like all the Terminators, all the Predators,
Yeah.
almost damn near almost every Arnold and Sylvester Stallone movie. Not every single one of them. Maybe a couple of the obscure ones that are missing, but we had for sure 90% of them.
I always liked Over the Top when I was a kid.
Yeah, that's a good one too. Over the Top's
Yeah.
good. Cobra's great. You ever see Cobra?
Parts of it. I haven't seen the
Oh,
whole
so you don't know the
thing.
shirt scene that I reference? That's what I got to do with a lot of people
No.
wearing those shirts.
No.
That he just rips the guy's shirt off. It's hilarious, dude. You don't know that part?
No, I guess not. No.
He's in the parking lot. Clean up your act. Just rips the guy's shirt off. It's fucking great.
All right, I'll check out Cobra and Demolition Man then.
That's
That's
where that line came from. Hell, it was me and Craig. We brought it up on Hellcast. Cobra the shirt off. Yeah, he just rips his shirt off. It's fucking hilarious, dude. Because imagine you do
okay.
that. Like I just used the reference. You see some poser wearing a cannibal shirt. He's got his
Mm,
ear gauges and his flop ass hair, and he just looks like some total dork. You're like, this guy doesn't like cannibal. Just go up
yeah.
to him. You don't like the CC. Get that shirt off, bitch boy. Because dude, that'd just be so goddamn funny to do. Like, what would they do? Would they hit you back? Would they cry? Would they yell at you? What would they do? Like in a scenario, because technically, obviously, that's considered assault, but none the goddamn less. It
Yeah.
would be funny as a motherfucker, and especially if they knew nothing about you, didn't know it was coming, like it wasn't set up. Holy fuck, dude! I'd almost pay someone $1,000 to see that, and I bet your ass I want that on camera.
Speaking of Cannibal Corpse, I don't know if you saw it or not. I don't know if it was actually a part of Centuries of Torment or not. It was one of the making of. It was a behind the scenes on, I believe it was Evisceration Plague.
Mm-hmm.
Um, they had a marker board. I guess a lot of bands do this when they're in the studio. They'll have the marker board with the song titles on it,
Okay.
and there were a few different song titles that they had workshopped that they never did use on the album, like
Mm-hmm.
stuff that either they rejected for whatever reason, or there was one song title on the marker board, and I would love for them to bring it back. Too sick to suck it.
Yeah, no, that's actually, yeah. Why would you cut that out? That's way better than some that they did use.
I know. That's it's too sick.
Dude,
I
I'm glad you
can't
said that.
imagine.
Too sick to suck it. If Alex Webster and Paul Mazurkowitz end up ever doing my interview, um, I'll totally ask about that. I didn't know, but no, the I have those on DVD. I know what you're talking about. I have the live cannibalism. It's not that because that's just a live show. But
Mhm.
the Centuries, it's probably this. It's got to be the Centuries of Torment. And then there's the other DVD. The Centuries of Torment is a lot of the behind the scenes stuff. But it's been a
Yeah,
while since I watched them. But I didn't pick up on that. But too sick to suck it. No, I didn't know that.
yeah. I haven't actually said I need to watch Centuries of Torment again, and because
I
I
wanted
haven't
to put in the
watched it in a
suggestion
while.
box because I thought it was good. I think a good because they've killed everybody. But I think a good song title would be "Thrown in a Wood Chipper." No, I didn't come up with that. That was an employee of ours who's just very angry, to say the least. And he's like, man, dude, I can't stand that motherfucker. So I just want to throw him in a fucking wood chipper. just So when I heard that, I'm like, that would actually be a good cannibal song, man. Thrown in the wood chipper.
Dude, that actually happened like here. We made the national news years ago. There was a little girl. Swear to God, she was a blind girl, or no, deaf. I'm sorry. She was a deaf little girl, and her parents killed her. She was 10, and to get rid of the evidence, they threw her into a wood chipper.
Yeah, that's a scumbag as it gets, dude. That's the thing is, if we didn't live in a wimpy demolition man society, the way that punishment should be carried out, it should be on Mondays. They get thrown in a fucking wood chipper. That's beyond fucked up to do that.
Yeah, yeah. Dude, there's some, oh man. I've been going down rabbit holes lately. I don't know if you've read any about the Epstein files.
No, but I hear it's fun. I don't know why it seems like a lot of people are like bringing that up around me, just not even directly to me, just in conversation that I'm like overhearing. I'm hearing a lot of people bring it up a lot lately.
Well, it's in the news quite a bit, and a lot of the names have been redacted, so we don't know exactly who is in the files yet.
I don't even know anything about it whatsoever. I just know it was a bunch of names of people that did illegal shit that they don't want to talk about. But I don't even know, like the name Jeremy Epstein. Like I know because the people tell, what did he supposedly do? Is he alive, dead? I don't even know what the motherfucker looks like. But I know the name because I hear people talking about it.
It was his name was Jeffrey Epstein.
Oh, Jeffrey! Hell, I didn't even know his name then.
Okay. Yeah, he was basically a pedophile, and he had sex trafficking rings, and he would buy and sell children, and it goes so deep, it's ridiculous. But he was friends with all the.
Oh, so is that what they're saying? Okay, maybe that's what I heard then, because I knew the guy did something, was accused of something. Basically, he had a list of people he was working with, and supposedly, what I'm hearing is there's massively huge names, like maybe a Bill Clinton or something. I'm not saying Bill Clinton's on it, but I'm just saying names that everybody knows.
He is on it, yeah.
Oh, is he on the list, really?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay. From what I heard with them talking, people are saying that the list ever gets released, and then there's videos and shit that they're fucked. Like it's the biggest names you've ever heard.
Yeah, Epstein was friends with all of the most important people, and not just in the United States, but in other countries as well. Leaders.
But dude, that's why I tell everyone, like when they get an outraged about voting and shit. I was like, dude, I don't care who you voted for, dude. I don't care if it's Orange Man, if it's fucking Brandon, or whoever the fuck, Obama. I was like, dude, you do not get to that level without being a total shitbag scumbag. That's another reason I don't vote, is because like they're all scumbags, dude. And every billionaire, I'm not saying necessarily millionaire, you could become a millionaire being on the up and up, because a billionaire and a millionaire, there's a huge difference. Every billionaire, dude, they're scumbags, dude. You don't get to that level of fucking success without being a shitbag. I 100% believe that. 100,000% believe that with every ounce of my soul. I was like, so why are you supporting them? Why are you supporting these people? I was like, dude, they're scum of the fucking earth. If you had on videotape all the backgrounds of shit they've done in the past, you would be puking that you ever supported this person. I was like, I promise you, they're absolute scum.
Yeah, I agree 100%. I'm out of questions, so help me come up with a good title for this. You're good. You're really
shit,
good.
Dude, put the Epstein files. J-Dawg gives his opinion on the Epstein files out. That'll probably get him right.
Yeah, okay, that's a good idea. I should do that. Okay.
See, I'm the title king, man.
Yeah, I know. That's why I asked. Yeah,
that's right. You know what's funny, dude, is I kind of pat myself a little bit on the back for that, because it has worked. And when I was looking around, I'm like, why are other people not doing this? Like when I first started my channel, I wasn't paying attention what others were doing. Where I got the idea is I thought that's what you had and supposed to do, because in the early 2000s and shit, I would sell on eBay here and there, like doubles and shit like that. And let's say you were selling a death metal band, but it was kind of not very heard of. What you would do is you would type in the band, whoever it was, say it was Putrefaction Painful Death, right? The demo that I love. You put Putrefaction Painful Death, 12-inch picture disc, but most people aren't going to search those words. So after that, what you would do is you would put Cannibal Corpse, Carcass, etc., because anyone that typed in Cannibal Corpse or Carcass it'd come up in the search. Well, with my titles, I was like, you want to have a title where people are going to search and they're going to see that and be like, wait, what did this asshole say? And the thing is like, nobody else is really doing that. When I look, I'm like, why does it say, hey, my guitar shreds 62126? I was like, dude, nobody's gonna click on that. Why the fuck would you title it that?
Mm-hmm.
If you're showing yourself playing guitar, I would have said something. Check out these guitar solos that make Trey Ozagod's dick look small.
Yeah, that would do it.
You know what I mean? Something
Yeah.
like that, because that's going to get more. You're going to get at least more clicks just from that title alone. And
Mm-hmm.
so I kind of like pride myself a little bit because I was like, why? I thought everyone would have done this. Like, what do you mean? Like, why? Like, and some people are like, yeah, no shit, dude. Everyone is. I was like, no, they're not. I was like, I look at their titles suck. I was like, or I was like, they don't have like, it's nothing that's gonna. Yeah, it should literally the person to say they should read it and be like, what the fuck did this guy say? Like that. That's what makes that's what those are the words that need to pop in their head. And now, don't be
Mm-hmm.
wrong. Not every video can I do that for because I want it to be somewhat of something I said at least briefly in the video.
Right, right.
And sometimes that lingo doesn't always come up in every video. And if you notice, dude, look at all my videos where it's got a title where it's not that great. Look at the views; it's less than others. It's always on the lower
Yeah.
end, always, every single
Mm-hmm.
time, dude. I could tell, I could predict, I could look at a video before it's up, it's uploaded right with the title. And I already know. I was like, this is gonna be a shit video as far as views. I was like, I already know. And it's not because it's a bad video; it's because I couldn't come up with a good enough title. I was like, I
Mm-hmm.
already know this is going to get less views than a normal video.
Yeah. I don't trust a lot of. I will say I don't trust a lot of YouTube stats because there's no way. Like apparently, I'm getting close to 5,000 subscribers,
Oh shit, dude,
and
that went fucking fast as fuck.
no, I know, but I don't know how that's possible because I could post a video and might only get one or two comments. I'm like, what? How are 5,000 people being notified of this? I mean,
Well,
I
dude,
don't
I
know. I
want to
don't
say
trust
so. I have 22,000 subscribers now, right?
it. Hmm.
How is it that a normal video gets like, and I post every day, it gets 3,000 views? I'm like, where are the other 19,000 people? Now, don't get me wrong. I understand not every subscriber is going to watch everything,
Right.
but you would think if you're subscribed, if you're like, hey, I am hitting that subscribe button because I watched something by this guy and I like his style, I like what he's doing, you would think that within at least 36 hours, that half of your subscribers at the very least would watch it. So you would think within 36 hours, at least every video would have 11,000 views. It's not even a fraction of it. Like, well, I was like, where? I don't understand. Like, why would you
Yeah.
subscribe if you're not going to watch?
Yeah. It makes me think that they just push the numbers up, like, because how they know there's no way you can actually prove that you don't have 5,000 subscribers.
But
You know,
but why would they push them up? Like, why? How would that benefit
I
them?
don't know. I mean that's the thing. I don't know to make it seem like okay, you should probably have an account with us. You know, maybe that's it because I do
Well,
have.
so what I have heard, and I've actually been accused of it, which I'm like, if I was doing that, wouldn't I have a hell of a lot more? As you can buy subscribers. How the fuck you're able to do that and shit? I have no idea. But I'm the only person, dude. I'm the only. Dude, I'm not even talking the metal scene. I'm saying everywhere. YouTube. Find me another YouTuber that says this. I'm the only one that says don't subscribe, unsubscribe. I don't give a fuck. I don't think it makes a goddamn difference. I really don't. I was like, what makes a difference is who is the views on the video
Mhm.
because subscribers mean what? Now my own brother, Dawg, he called me out. He's like, "You're a dummy." He's like, "It absolutely makes a difference." He's like, "Because it forwards your video to the algorithm more." I was like, "I call horse
Mhm.
shit," and the reason I call horse shit is because, dude, I've been getting the 3,000 number again, give or take 3,000 on every video. Well,
Mhm.
not these 6 p.m. videos, but every 6 a.m. video, the new videos, roughly 3,000. Some a little less, some a little more, some a lot more, but 3,000, right?
Mhm.
Since I've had 10,000 subscribers. So, okay, I have more than double the subscribers and I'm still getting the same amount of views on average per video. I was like, so if they're showing it more, it ain't making a fucking difference. So I was like, I don't care what subscribers are. I was like, what are the views? Because, dude, I've seen channels outside the metal scene, dude. They have like 150, 200,000 subscribers and they're getting less views on average than me. I'm like, well, surely that shit ain't fucking. Those subscribers ain't doing shit.
The numbers don't add up. It's weird.
Totally don't add up.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, I don't know how much it is. It's either 10 to 12 bucks a month on YouTube so that I don't have to watch ads.
Oh, so do I, dude. See, I didn't even know. I wish I found out about that phenomenon earlier than I did. I don't remember who told me. It might have been probably one of my brothers. And as soon as I found out about that, I signed up immediately. And dude, I haven't been sitting through ads for a couple of years, and I love it, man. It is fuck that ad shit.
Yeah, because dude, it sucks because back when, like, okay, I'll give you a scenario. I'll start a video in my room. Mom will leave the room, and then there might be an ad in front of the video. Well, then I have to sit and watch the ad. But sometimes they would put in like a 30-minute infomercial before the video I was going to watch. And so I'd have to yell for Mom to come back and turn the channel. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, the 30 minutes is pretty bad. I think a lot of them were 30 seconds. It's like that you can suck up, but 30 minutes, fuck that.
Yeah, no, that was ridiculous.
It's longer than the whole goddamn video.
Well, it could have been just for like a 5-minute video too.
That's what I mean. The ad was longer than the actual video you wanted to watch.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
What is your dude? So surely your mom has heard me in the background or something. What does your mom think of me? Just I'm some complete babbling dumbass.
Well, no, I've told her who you are, but I've told her not to watch your videos because she wouldn't. The profanity alone would turn her off, and that. So yeah,
I've been swearing less. I've been purposely doing it. And I don't open a book. The reason I do it is because the monetization's better. And I'm like, oh shit, I didn't know any of this. That's why if you don't swear within the first 30 seconds, they let you monetize it more. I was like, oh shit, I've been missing out. And like some people are like, oh, sell out. What I was like, dude, okay, you tried recording a video every day for free, buddy. You try doing it. Let's see how long you last. So before you try to talk tough or something, I was like, yeah, there has to be monetary value for me to want to do it. I was like, because most days I don't feel like sitting there recording another video talking about the same shit. I'm sorry, I don't.
Yeah, like for right now for this video, she's at the other end of the house, so she can't hear what we're talking about.
But do you think, for example, like she will watch this video just out of curiosity because you interviewed somebody?
She might. I mean, if I told her to, she would. But I mean, I probably could. She might watch this one because there hasn't been that much profanity in this one. I mean, I'll let one slip every once in a while.
Yeah.
I think in one of the earlier, I think it was my first Zoom that I did with you. I said motherfucker, and I heard about it later.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I mean, I wasn't in trouble. I wasn't actually, it's not like she took away my phone privileges for a week or something. But
yeah, no, actually, I mean, and actually, I am aware that it makes you look less intelligent than you are. Not that I'm intelligent, but it makes you look even less intelligent than you are. Swearing a lot is not a brag or something you should do. It's just my general personalities. I just generally swear a lot. I know I do because I didn't realize it until I've been around little kids more often. With like my sister-in-law, she's got 4 fucking kids now and shit. And when Craig had his daughter, but she's like 10 or 11 now. But it was getting brought up to me at kids' parties and stuff. Like, hey, dude, like, watch your mouth. Like, I was like, oh, like what? Because I didn't know. Like, I didn't know. Like, that's how I always talked. You know what I mean? And like, I also found it weird too because I was like, well, my mom and dad swore around us all the time when we were kids. Like, I thought that was normal. It was never brought up to me until literally I'm in my mid-30s at the time when it's first being brought up to me. Like, hey, dude, like there's like kids around, you shouldn't talk like that. I'm like, oh, well, number one, this is how I talk, and number two, I was like, well, my parents talked like that. I was like, my dad f-bomb, so did my mom. My mom f-bombs all the time. Motherfucker, this fucking goddamn, like left and right. Like, and dude, I'd be 5 years old. Shit, that's probably why I turned out the way I did. But so I thought it was normal. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
but I do realize like you should fix that because you see a lot of really stupid people, some chuckleheads, and generally when you listen to them talk, they swear a lot. I am aware of it. It's not that easy to change when that's just how you talk.
Yeah, I think the only thing with Mom is that as soon as she starts hearing a lot of profanity, whether she uses it or not, she stops listening to what they're actually saying, you know,
Mhm.
and she just kind of nah. But I could probably get her to watch this one.
Yeah,
um,
but I mean, at the same time, too, dude. If you keep doing videos, the longer you do them, regardless, she won't watch them because it becomes so normal. And because that's how Lindsay is for me. Don't be wrong. When I was first posting videos, she was, I wouldn't say she was watching all of them for the first couple of months, but she was peeking in at least once a week. Now I couldn't even.
mhm,
She doesn't watch any of them. She doesn't watch the interviews. She doesn't watch nothing because occasionally, like some of our friends or maybe even someone in the family, be like, hey, Justin said this. It's kind of funny or outlandish. I can't believe he would have said this or something like that.
mhm.
She's just like, oh, she's like, I have literally no idea what you're talking about. It's like she's like, I have no idea what you're talking about. She's like, I don't watch it. She's like, I don't even peek in on it. She's like, I have no idea what he talks about.
Well, plus she wouldn't care about what we're talking about either. I mean, she doesn't
No,
care
because
about
she's so me.
data.
Because literally, I do a video every day now, and you got to remember the first 100 interviews or so that I did in person. She was the one always recording them, so she
Mhm,
just became so numb to it, to where she's just like, I don't even care anymore. You know what I mean? It
right.
just became so normal, like to where it's just like kind of burn out, almost kind of burn out listening to me talk about the Tish for the millionth time.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
she's like, yeah, so I don't even want to listen to it.
I had an idea for a video. I never got to shoot it, but I was gonna make a video that would basically be advertising my book. I put a book out a couple years ago,
Mhm.
and the video would be me talking about horror movies, and mom sitting there. So I'm like, yeah. So Friday the 13th Part 4 is my favorite. I mean, don't get me wrong, Part 6 is cool too. And she's just sitting.
Yeah, she's probably bored. She probably has no idea what you're talking about.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm actually gonna have. I'll probably do that. I'm thinking about my next Zoom with you or what I might talk about because I might. I'm gonna try to use you to
Hmm.
a for my band that I
Hmm.
hope to have something done. I would love to have something concrete accomplished by this time next year. We'll see. We'll see how that goes.
Well,
But
dude, I'll shoot you a solid twos, Dom. When do you think you're posting this video?
this one will go up 6 to 7 days.
Okay, when it's up, just email me the link, and I'll record a short video. I'll record it either that day or the day after or whatever, and I'll shout this out. Hey, check out the Dom interview. It's in the links in the description. That way, because a lot of people will
Okay.
see that on my channel, then they'll definitely watch it. You know what I mean?
Sweet, sweet. Yeah. So I wanted to do that, and I wanted to promote my second book, which I'm going to be putting that together. I haven't started working on it yet, but it'll be out before the end of the year.
Oh shit.
Um,
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, I'm actually retiring from writing movie reviews. Once I hit, right now I'm at I call them blood capsules, and
Uh-huh.
I'm at blood capsule. I just wrote like number 379 the other day, so once I get to 400 that's it. I'm done and I'm retiring and then I'll be focusing on YouTube full time.
Yeah. 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 YouTube's pretty. Once you get the rhythm of the game, it's pretty sweet, isn't it, dude?
Yeah, and I'm looking forward to being able to actually monetize my videos. Right now I
Oh,
can't
dude.
because
Once you get into that, it's really fucking sweet. I'm not gonna lie.
yeah,
And
yeah,
again,
I
like that's
haven't
what's part of us. I'm like, yeah, it's like you guys see, like, oh, this is kind of cool. You know what I mean?
mhm. Yeah, my channel's grown quite a bit, even though I haven't really done it full time. So I'm thinking once I put my weight behind it, hopefully I'll get enough watch hours accumulated. You have to have like 3,000, I think, watch
It's
hours.
something like that. And I think 1,000 subscribers. I forget what it is because I remember it took me a
Mhm.
few months, and I was doing a video every day. It took me a few months to where I was eligible. Yeah.
Right.
And then,
Yeah.
dude, but mine was a process, man. For the first shit after that, about a year after, I I basically stopped hitting monetize on the videos because, dude, my bank. I'm the only person in the world that had to deal with this. My bank account wouldn't recognize to the Google ad payouts. And even Craig, who's good with that stuff, he came over trying to figure out. He's like, "Yeah, this is stupid. I don't this is I don't know why it keeps denying it. It's just a Chase Bank. It's not like I got some obscure hoagie bank." So
Mhm.
Craig's like, "Let me try this." He's like, "Dude, I have a separate Discover account." He's like, "Let's just open up a whole new bank account." It's like, "God damn it!" And I was like, "Now I gotta have another bank account. Talk about a hassle." So whatever. We open up a Discover. I open up a Discover bank under my under my name, and then he linked that to the Google ads, and boom, started working. I was like,
Yeah.
so I started hitting monetize again. But dude, it was like a whole year after I was eligible that I didn't even monetize. It's like I can't even get the goddamn money because the account wouldn't work.
Yeah, I might
And
have
then my
to.
then dude, on top of that, my retarded ass for the next 5 years. Well, I've been doing this 5 years, but 3 years for sure. Is I'm swearing within the first 30 seconds, and all my ad space is limited, meaning I'm getting like 2 cents on each one. And then
Right.
once you stop that, you actually, instead of collecting pesos, you start collecting dollars, and you're like, oh, well, I wish I would have known this. I was like, this is pretty, because I mean, it went up dramatically on the Google. I was like, oh, well, this is pretty sweet. So I was like, well, the good news is like, if this keeps up, I'll be doing videos every day for quite a while.
Yeah, I might have to have it go straight to my mom's bank account because I can't make a certain amount of money per month or they'll take away my disability, my social security.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So I'm gonna have to kind of, I don't know. I mean, right now I don't make enough for it to matter. But
Yeah, I mean, trust me, at the very beginning, like for again, all mine were limited, because I'm an open book, dude. For the first 3 years, when I was only getting like $200 a month.
mhm.
You know what I mean? That's all I was collecting off the Google ad payouts. It
Well, even
wasn't.
that I'd be happy with that shit.
Yeah, even then, I was just like, well, my mom, I was like, I'm just doing this for business advertisement. I was like 200 free. It was basically $200 free.
Yeah, yeah.
But I mean, dude, it's a lot more than that now.
Hmm.
You know what I mean?
Well, I'm gonna go ahead and cut it off here.
Cool.
Yeah, yeah. I'll go. My homework is Demolition Man and Cobra. I'll remember that. I do want to see those. So
Two
that'll be
mighty
cool.
fine flicks that are dog approved.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. And I am gonna. Let's see. I might wait till next month. I've been looking at Hell's Headbangers, trying to figure out what my next order is going to be.
Mm-hmm.
I do want to get that Fatal shirt. There's a sweet. It's a Guts for Dinner shirt.
Yeah, I have one actually.
Okay.
I have it on in some videos.
That's a good. Okay, that before I end the video, that's a question I wanted to ask. That now that I think about it, how many band shirts do you own?
I don't know, but it's Lindsay bitches about it. I know that because she's like, yeah, there's nowhere to put these damn things. You
It's
know what
got
I
to
mean?
be what, hundreds, right? I mean,
Yeah, I mean, but to be fair, it would be way more because I've gotten rid of many shirts throughout the years because my size always changed from when I started buying shirts at 13 years old. The
mhm,
sizes changed. I was buying mediums and stuff, so I didn't keep all those. So as my
mhm.
sizes would change, I'd either give them away or sell them or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So it's nowhere near as many as you would think. But I mean, it's in the hundreds for sure. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. But you can send them to me. The 2X. I'm
Okay.
rough and tough, so I'm
Oh.
2X. All right, cool. Well, thanks, man. Thanks for doing this interview. I appreciate it.
Yeah, absolutely, dude. Like I said, just once it's up, just send me the actual link so that way I could just do a short on it and include that link so that way they don't have to search because I know how the kids hate doing that. They don't have their little convenient link.
Yeah, yeah, I know. Trust me. Oh, by the way, real quick, I had some. It wasn't too long after I did one of the Zooms with you. I
Mhm.
got a few people who sent me like $1 here or there on PayPal,
Mhm.
for kind of like paid skis.
Yeah.
And one of them, I swear to God, I know this has happened to you several times. One of them sent me $10. It was
Mhm.
like, "Hey, dude, check out my band."
Oh, he didn't
Nothing,
say who it is. Yeah.
nothing
Dude,
else.
that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm just like, dude, like, especially if I'm having a bad day, it just irritates me. I'm like, dude, again, I'm not the brightest guy in the world, but when the complete common sense goes out the window, it almost just irks me. I was like, come on, dude.
Yeah.
Like, how the fuck would you like? You got to know to tell me what band it is. Like, how could you not know that? Like,
Sent a message back to them on PayPal. I didn't hear anything back, so he just
no,
gave me
because
ten
dude, it's
bucks.
not even. It's usually not the same email because when you reply, it doesn't show their email. So I was like, I don't
Right.
even know who to contact. And then guess what happens, dude? This guy's a dick. He ripped me off. No, you're an
Yeah.
idiot. I was like, I don't have your contact. You didn't tell me what band it was.
Yeah, I couldn't believe that when that
Dude, I'm
happened.
telling you, the more you do this, you'll see people in the metal scene. The more you deal quote unquote business or any type of transactional whether it be even free, but just dealing with people in the metal scene, your jaw will be on the floor. You're like, dude, you can't even make this stupidity up. Can't even make it up.
I know, man. I know. All right. Well, I'll see you around. No, I'll get in touch with you for another Zoom in a month or so.
Yeah, cool, dude. You got my email. Hit me up.
Yeah. All right. Cool. Keep it metal.
Yeah, Dad. Good talking to you. Later, damn it.